Sure.
But did you have then a general understanding that one of the president's campaign promises was to repeal the Affordable Care Act when you were nominated?
As I said before, I'm aware that the president opposes the Affordable Care Act.
Well, I know you're aware now, but were you aware back then
Well, seems
when you
to-
were nominated?
Well, Senator Klobuchar, I think that the Republicans have kind of made that clear. It's just been part of the public discourse.
Okay, but then is the answer yes then, that you were
Well,
aware
Senator
of it?
Klobuchar, all these questions, you're suggesting that I have animus or that I cut a deal with the president, and I was very clear yesterday that that isn't what happened.
So my question is simply, were you aware of President Trump's opposition to the Affordable Care Act during that time?
And again, I want to stress, I have no animus to or agenda for the Affordable Care Act. So to the extent you're suggesting this was like an open letter to President Trump, it was not.
Okay. Many argue that Bush v. Gore, and back to your earlier work, hurt the court's legitimacy. If you are confirmed, the Supreme Court will have not one, not two, but 3 justices, you, Justice Kavanaugh, and Chief Justice Roberts, who worked on behalf of the Republican Party in matters related to the Bush v. Gore case. Do you think that that's a coincidence?
Senator Klobuchar, if you're asking me whether I was nominated for this seat because I worked on Bush versus Gore for a very brief period of time as a young associate, that doesn't make sense to me.
I just think it's such a coincidence to me. Having justices with this background, 2 of whom were appointed by the current president, decide any cases related to the upcoming election, do you think that will undermine the legitimacy of the court?
Asking whether something would undermine the legitimacy of the court or not seems to be trying to elicit a question about whether it would be appropriate for justices who participated in that litigation to sit on the case rather than recuse. And I went down that road yesterday saying it's a legal question.
You said you wouldn't recuse. That's why I thought it was
That isn't what I said. I said I wouldn't.
You said yes, you're right. You said you wouldn't announce your decision on recusal, and you wouldn't commit to recusing. But again, I think the public has a right to know that now 3 of these justices have worked on the Republican side on a major issue related to a presidential election. One thing I wanted to revisit quickly, I guess my last thing I'll just say is I hope people watching out there are going to follow the tracks of this record and are going to vote. Thank you.
Thank you. Senator Sass.
Thanks so much for watching Bloomberg Quick Take News, where we bring you the biggest stories the moment they happen from around the world. Don't forget to click the video if you want to see more of our latest coverage, and subscribe to Bloomberg Quick Take News to get insight in an instant.